Welcome everyone. Sorry, no intro today. Um, it works when it wants to work. It's whatever. I hope everybody's having a fantastic week so far. Uh, yeah, I know. I'm sorry, Margot. Uh, I don't know what's wrong with the thingamajig. So yeah, it's just not letting me share a video file. So I don't know. Anyway, um, so there's been some developments in the Quentin Simon case. Um, I didn't tag him just because most of this isn't going to be about that, but I am going to share those updates. The update, uh, one of the updates being that law enforcement has confirmed that they found some evidence that they feel very confident uh, to pursue and look more deeply into. And there's there was an interesting thing that took place today, which I'll go ahead and share now.
Exclusive video of a heated exchange between two people connected to a missing 20-month-old.
Quentin Simon has not been seen since last Wednesday morning.
Quentin was last seen at the home where he lived with his mother, her boyfriend, siblings, and grandparents. The house is located on Burkhalter Road in West Chatham County.
Lead investigative reporter Brett Buffington has been breaking new details in the story since Quentin went missing. Brett is joining us live now tonight from Chatham County Police Headquarters with the entire video of the confrontation between Quentin's grandmother and a babysitter, as well as new information in this case.
And Tina, we've learned tonight from that babysitter that Quentin Simon was part of a Department of Family and Children's Services case. That babysitter told me she talked to DCFS, and so did other people in that neighborhood.
This is my baby, not yours.
This video is absolutely jarring.
Hit me. Who do you think I would do that?
It shows the desperation of the people who love Quentin Simon.
You're awful to say you're going to put a memorial. My baby's not dead.
I'm not 100% sure that's what that shows. I mean, sure, there's some desperation there, but we're just seeing a whole bunch of people acting a fool. This kid, you know, I feel bad for these people who are missing him for sure, but at the same time, you know, this kid deserves better than this kind of behavior from the adults in his life. I'll keep going about that in a minute. Let me just let the video play.
I'm dead.
Quentin's grandmother in Quentin's babysitter's house. The intense moments recorded by Dana McCarta's daughter. Dana says Quentin's grandmother barged through her back door, mad over the thought of a memorial for the missing toddler.
My baby's not dead.
I think that she's trying to take
the
heat off of them.
Diana talking with us today, telling me she's called Georgia's Department of Family
and now I feel bad for this babysitter, but
and Children's Services about Quentin and his siblings before. DFACS told you there was a case.
Yes, absolutely.
Diana isn't the only neighbor here to tell us they were concerned about the children in this home.
I was afraid she was going to get hit.
We tried to get Billy Joe Howell's side of this story. She didn't answer her phone. Since yesterday,
I mean, can you blame her?
When federal investigators, firefighters, and Chatham police drained Quentin's grandparents' backyard pool, grandmother Billy Joe Howell's Facebook had a post asking for help getting that pool fixed. It's been deleted.
I should not have been out of town. You did. You shouldn't have.
But the emotions in this neighborhood, they haven't gone anywhere.
I want to see you on the news. Oh, it's gonna be.
We learned from Chatham County Police today that they have evidence in this case, evidence that they believe will take them to the next step or break in the case. They didn't tell us what that evidence is. We do know that they have cell
Of course,
phone
they're not
data
going to tell you.
and that they've collected evidence from Quentin's home, but we don't know what that cell phone data told them or what they took from that home. We are live tonight at Chatham County Police Headquarters.
So
I'm Brett Buffington,
obviously,
WSAV News 3 on your side.
the focus is definitely on the home. And there's a lot of things about this case that make us all kind of have our focus on the home. And I see, you know, that could be true. Who knows? That the babysitter is the only decent person, but we're not. When we make statements like that, Steph, and I get that it's coming from a good place, you know what I mean? But one thing that we're not considering is that there is something called an open investigation, which is taking place right now. And as far as we know, Quentin is just missing. We don't know if he's, you know, somewhere safe. We don't know if he is no longer with us. Unfortunately, we don't know anything yet as far as that goes, as far as Quentin's well-being and whereabouts go. We don't have any information that would indicate one way or the other. But there is a lot of suspicious behavior coming from that home. There's a lot of suspicious red flags about the people at the home. But the thing is, you know, people say, you know, when you say things like, well, the babysitter's the only decent person in the kid's life. Well, I mean, here she is, and she's going all over social media and just spreading a whole bunch of gossip, because that's all it is. It's just plain hearsay coming from her. We're not seeing any, she's not showing any receipts of anything. All she's doing right now is just blasting everything about these people's personal lives all over the internet. Now, that's fine. You know what? That's fine. People do that all the time. The problem, though, is I feel like she needs to just shut up. She needs to stop, because there is an open investigation, and her giving away all this information that we probably shouldn't be privy to, it could in some way, shape, or form possibly interfere with the open investigation. That the point of it is to find Quentin, find out what happened to him, and find him. So the babysitter needs to just chill the fuck out. Stop, in my personal opinion. And, you know, the grandma busting in her house, you know what I mean? I'm sure that was motivated not just by her insinuating that something happened to Quentin and somebody's responsible. She's using that as the excuse to lash out, because this is a person that she's trusted, I guess, in some way, shape, or form. And there's been some beef between them that has been building up and building up and building up. And then all of a sudden, this woman is spilling out all kinds of gossip about this family, and she's going to blow up. And she shows up at her house. That's not what she should be doing, but that's what she does. And right now, what we're seeing is just a big shit show. Now, let me go ahead and cue this one up real quick, which will bring me to my next point. Because right now, what's going on is that's what's happening. This is a shit show already between these family members, the babysitter. We know too much about these people's personal lives. And it doesn't do anything to help find Quentin. It really doesn't. And so I'm going to play a video. Heels in the Air has a great way of summing things up. And I put the link to her channel in the description, so please subscribe to her.
He won. What did he win today? What did he really win? He walked out of there.
Now, for the record, this part right here, like, I don't give a shit about. I don't care anything about this person and her relationship with Dolly until there's evidence that he actually did the things that she is accusing him of.
Out of there with 2 criminal complaints. He walked out of there without his dog.
If you're in Savannah, Georgia, I'm going to be there. Okay, I'm going to be there, and I'm going to be there. And again, we've got to find out. We got to get
Okay, she's going to be there, and she's going to be there, y'all. Got it.
records requested. We've got to find out what's going on in that community.
Okay.
How many times they?
What records do you want to request? For fuck's sake, like, what records do you think that you even need regarding this case? You're not entitled to any information at all.
How many times law enforcement's been there? These are all the things that we're allowed and entitled to that has no connection to this case or this trial. We need to find all that. We need to find any kind of neighbors or friends that are willing to talk to me, to tell me about this family, to tell me about these children. But we're going.
Do you even know what happened?
Okay. Now
Yes.
this is footage of Bullhorn Betty outside of Don Wells and Candace Bly's job, just prior or just before getting them fired from their job for showing up there. And this is what she does. This is what she considers work. This is what she thinks is somehow searching for a child, for a missing child. This is what she considers helping. This is what she considers investigating.
So, why are you kidding me? You realize that the baby drowned at that watering hole. They did something to her. Yes, we do.
See these people with common sense? She's sitting there and she's throwing out this insane accusation that there's no evidence of at all. This insane accusation that Summer Wells drowned at the watering hole, at the swimming hole. Okay. And there's no evidence to dictate this at all. Not even a shred. So, and law enforcement has even confirmed this. So here we are. This is what she considers to do investigations. Now, the difference between this case, the Quentin Simon case, and the Summer Wells case is the Summer Wells case had absolutely no information. There was nothing. There was just Don and Candace and whether or not they had questionable personalities that you like or you don't like, and you agree with them as the type of parents that they are or aren't or whatever. That's all you have. Just opinions on whether or not these people should be parents. Okay? Based on how much those people have shown up on YouTube channels and made their own videos and God knows what, right? But Betty came to this conclusion, her, MGL, Chronicles of Olivia, and Jonathan Lee Riches, all a bunch of idiots and assholes on top of it. I've done plenty on Jonathan Lee Riches. This is a guy who did time in jail for filing frivolous lawsuits. I mean, he's just a fraud, and he's been in jail for it, and people support them. It's crazy to me. So, but this is them. They called themselves Heels on the Ground. I call them Boobs on the Ground because they're just a bunch of boobs, and they accomplished absolutely nothing except harassing what so far is an innocent family who are victims of having a missing child. So far, okay? The only reason I say that is because we don't know. There's two sides to that coin. I'm going to assume that they're innocent because there's no evidence to dictate otherwise. And so, as far as I'm concerned, they are simply victims of having a missing child.
You.
I really hope you're not a mother. I hope
Go watch my channel.
I'm a father.
Ain't no police say, okay, we don't need volunteers.
See, those
You might
people
not.
are screaming like, I'm a father. I hope you don't have children. And thank goodness she doesn't. Thank goodness Betty doesn't have kids. Because, I mean, God forbid that somebody's child goes missing when they're really quick with no evidence to accuse a parent of doing something to their child. I mean, God forbid. Because that's exactly what always happens here on YouTube. And we have idiot channels like this that want to accuse innocent people of things with no evidence because it makes for a dramatic effect. And it draws the shittiest people who are just quick to assume the worst of people. And then they decide to throw money at them. So these are the kind of people that they attract.
Might not. Who said I was going to search? Okay. I might be going to ask people questions. I might be going to
he put up a post saying that he was going to search.
interview people.
As investigators used a pump and a fire truck.
I'm going to interview people. All you want is gossip from neighbors.
To drain the swimming pool in the backyard of Quentin's grandparents' home. That pool and this home, two of the places we know Chatham County investigators and federal agents are searching again.
So if you guys, if anybody out there wants to go to Savannah and help Bullhorn Betty, please do. Reach out to me or just show up. You guys will be on the ride with me. I'm not hiding this trip. I'm not hiding this trip because even if the hate.
So yeah, people love to refer to Dolly as a hobbit, which is quite fitting. And the rumor, which, like I said, I don't give a shit about, but apparently the rumor is that they're bumping uglies, and they're doing it on their viewers' dime. So they go and they basically, the rumor is the theory is that what these two people do, Betty and Dolly, is they'll raise money from their viewers to go investigate, right? To go investigate, and then what they end up doing is shacking up in a hotel room and bumping uglies on their viewers' dime, which I think is fucked up. But it's like this whole big ball of fucked up, gross, and hilarious at the same time. It's ridiculous. But it's really funny because they're both planning this trip and neither one of them are mentioning the other, but they're both planning on going to Savannah at the same time. Okay.
If the haters want to stalk me and come out there and yell at me, at least his body's yelling.
I can go anywhere.
Okay,
I want
so
to go.
by her
There's a
logic,
plane that lands.
by her logic, as long as you're out there yelling, you're getting something done. That's her logic. Is even if you want to come out there and start some shit with me and start yelling at me, as long as you're yelling, cool. That's going to help find Quentin. Got it.
Lands in that town. I can go to that town if I want to go to that town.
All day.
We know where you're at now.
I'm okay with that. I really am okay with that. So haters, if you want to come out there and take your bullhorn and yell at Bullhorn Betty, come out there and take your bullhorn. I'll be in front of 535 Buckhalter Road.
Okay, so her plan is to go out in front of the house and scream through a bullhorn. What? Scream what through the bullhorn? Because the fact is yesterday was the first day that she even heard about the case and talked about it, right? And we all know how productive Betty is when it comes to actually gathering information on a case and going over the facts. So basically, she's just going to show up at this person's house, and this house where this boy disappeared from, and yell God knows what through a fucking bullhorn.
They don't need searchers. That don't mean I can't go investigate. Okay, so your boy Dolly is heading his.
And keep in mind, folks, that law enforcement has specifically asked people to not help in the search. They said, we don't need any volunteers. We don't want any volunteers. Same thing with the Summer Wells case. Law enforcement said the same thing. They asked for the FBI's assistance. The local law enforcement agency there asked for the FBI's assistance, and the FBI is assisting, and they've already found some evidence. So at this point, it's pretty safe to say that they're building a case in some way, shape, or form.
Heading his ass to Georgia.
What'd you do with your daughter? Where'd you bury her? Where'd you bury her, Don?
God, man, with the earbuds in, it's awful. I apologize, guys. Like, this is pure stupidity here. This is Don and Candace doing drywall on a brand new home. And it's what they do for a living, both of them.
Because I almost want it. I mean, it's even silently. I almost want it to be like a Gabby Petito thing, where people were running through that neighborhood, putting a memorial up for this boy. I want that here. I don't like, I could give two craps about the bullhorn at this point. I want to impact. I want to find out what happened to this child, and I guarantee the neighbors will come out and talk. I think people want to say something, especially if they've been.
I'll bet you that the neighbors are going to tell you to go fuck yourself. I'll bet you anything that the neighbors are going to go, what the fuck did you think you were going to accomplish by coming out here? Would you kindly fuck off?
They've been watching this happen in their community, and now it's gotten to this level.
Over your head for the rest of your life.
It's going to go easy on you and
The
your
rest of
family
your
for
life.
enabling a murderer to
Get
escape.
Now, this is the bonding moment. This is when two idiots meet under the same circumstances. This is history right here. MGL and blowhard moron that met in front of the laundry house during the Gabby Petito case while that was going on. And this is where fate takes place. Like they meet doing the same stupidity, and then the rest is history, folks.
Give them up.
Give him up.
Your brother, that evil monster. He's an evil monster. Question: do you know how he did it? Did he not go upside the head? Or did he
Morons.
choke her out?
Utter
Her eyes open?
morons.
Yeah, we heard about the screaming coming from your parents' house. Yeah.
There is no way your family did not know that she was being abused inside that house.
They knew.
They knew.
I understand when I first came out on YouTube, people didn't know what to expect from me, but you know what? Here I am, and I do make a difference. We collectively make a difference.
No,
me
you
collaborating
don't.
with other creators, it makes a difference. And this baby's face right now is plastered all over the world because of the work that people like me do.
No. That baby's face is plastered all over the world because law enforcement has put that baby's face and plastered it all over the world. You do nothing productive, nothing helpful.
And congratulations. And this is 6 hours away. This would be stupid for me not to go out there and try to help.
We know exactly what happened to that baby, Candace. You're a piece of shit mom. Where are all your children? All your children.
That's yeah. That's how she helps. That's what she does. So, and make no mistake that the spokesperson for the TBI, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, has publicly stated in a press conference that it was because of social media idiots like this that they haven't been able to collect any evidence and find out what happened to Summer. What these people have done is literally counterproductive to actually finding a missing child.
Your children are gone. Every last one of them. And one's dead. Fire him from the job. Fire him from the job. You don't need a baby. He buried his baby somewhere, and we want to know where she's at. Where's your baby? Too much on it.
Now,
Okay.
I'm glad that Heels put this in here, because everybody with the whole with the Kylie Rodney thing, everybody thinks that Chronicles of Olivia is just this sweet little angel, totally innocent and doing so much good with her little videos. But the truth is Chronicles of Olivia is just as much of a piece of shit as any of these people. And this is the evidence that proves it right here. Because here she says, here she is, video footage of Chronicles of Olivia saying, well, I haven't been on camera. I'm always the one holding the camera. Interview me. And this is at the site where they just got Don and Candace fired from their jobs.
Get over here. Let's get out of here on the road. So what did you think about today?
It was insane. We were driving by this house where Dawn and Candace Wells were working at, and we did a peaceful protest. They called the police, Candace.
Yeah, they call that peaceful. Okay, this is her saying that screaming and yelling through a bullhorn and calling them child murderers and accusing them of murdering their own child at their job. That's considered to them a peaceful protest.
And on, and their boss actually fired them. We're not sure if they were fired from all their jobs, but from this house, we know they are fired from, so they had to leave.
Are you going to be losing any sleep over the fact that he was fired?
Automatically, that
Yeah,
murdered
sweet, wonderful, innocent little Olivia, folks.
family becomes profit.
You make me feel nice, and I don't know why. You're in the color, wherever you are, wherever you go, baby, I will go. I'm right here, baby, and all I do is think of you, yeah. I don't want to tell you everything I'm feeling, yeah, baby.
Now, everything I'm really concerned about them going out there. Like, I'm hoping that what they do is they take the money that people were stupid enough to donate to them, and they get a bunch of booze and shack up in a motel and do nasty, gross shit with each other instead of actually doing what we just saw them do when it came to the Wells case. I'm really, really hoping that that's what happens. I've never thought that, but the thing is by now, people who give them money by now should know better. I don't feel sorry for any of their viewers who actually support them. I don't feel bad for them at all, because they should know. There's so much information that so many channels have made all of you privy to regarding what these people do and what they're capable of. And what's going on with the Quentin Simon case. First of all, Dolly still doesn't even know the poor kid's name. He keeps calling him Quentin Simons. He puts it in his description, in the titles. He can't even spell the kid's name. He doesn't even know what the kid's name is. But they care so much about finding this kid and getting him justice. But what they don't, and this is the thing, is I truly believe that they do know. They have to know. Because first of all, right, Betty is isn't Betty a lawyer, right? A self-proclaimed lawyer. But Betty, if you knew anything about the law, anything, you would know that law enforcement is never going to give you information that they wouldn't give the public. because what it's going to do is impede on their investigation. So what law enforcement is doing now, when you look at everything, we can kind of put 2 and 2 together. The focus is on the house, right? The focus on law enforcement right now is on the house. They drained the pool. They got a warrant to search the house, even though whether or not they were voluntarily allowing them to search the house and they were cooperating, it doesn't matter, because everything that law enforcement does is prelude to court, is prelude to a possible trial that may take place. And what all of the information is telling us right now, and when you look at it all in hindsight, when you look at it all, it's basically telling us that they are building some sort of case. They are collecting evidence and they are building some sort of case. And if these morons go down there and start screaming through a bullhorn, start knocking on neighbors' doors, what they're doing are tampering with potential witnesses. And therefore, that is interfering with an ongoing open investigation. And what's going to end up happening, hopefully, is that they get arrested. I am dying. I am dying for the day that I see Betty in handcuffs and screaming First Amendment, First Amendment, First Amendment. I can't wait, because your First Amendment does not give you the right to interfere in an investigation. It simply does not. So what's going to end up happening is they're going to go down there, they're going to scream through a bullhorn, they're going to start knocking on neighbors' doors and asking them questions, and those neighbors are probably going to tell them to fuck off. And those neighbors are probably going to ask them, call the police and ask that they be arrested for trespassing, God knows what. Hopefully. But I'm hoping that they're shut down quickly, because again, every single thing that they do by sticking their nose in an open investigation and talking to neighbors, they are interfering. Because right now, everything that we see right now is telling us that there is a case being built. They have evidence that they are running with. They've already told the press they have evidence that they are building off of, which means that they're probably building a case. That's why arrests aren't made. Betty, Little Miss Lawyer, okay, understand something, because Betty doesn't seem to understand. It's not fast enough for her. What happens is arrests aren't made fast enough for Betty. But Betty, the person who's so privy to the law, doesn't seem to understand that an arrest is only made once the DA feels that they have enough evidence to convict a person in a court of law beyond a reasonable doubt. That means eliminating doubt. That means this is what we have. There's no way that 12 people on a jury and a judge can look at this evidence and go, they're innocent. I don't know. Because the burden of proof is on the district attorney. The burden of proof is on the prosecution. That's how it always works. Okay? And all the defense attorney has to do is create doubt. And all they have to do is create doubt in one juror. Just one juror. Now, when you talk about use terms, we use terms such as muddying the waters, right? That applies to people who are doing things for the defense, in favor of the defense, because anything that a defense attorney can sit there and raise a question and go, well, wait a minute, because who knows? Who knows? Who knows if they go down there and they talk to a neighbor and then the neighbor trips up and says something wrong and then they post it on their channel as some sort of content, but it somehow is slightly different than what is said in a police statement, right? And then guess what? That person who is a witness now that is being tried for whatever happened to Quentin and getting little Quentin justice, that person now that they talked to, what they did was they tainted a witness. And now that defense attorney can straight up just be like, well, I mean, they said this thing over here, and then they said this thing over there. And that right there will create doubt in a juror's mind, and the defense will use that. But they don't seem to understand this. Or, my theory, they just don't fucking care. So their plan is basically just to go down there, scream through a bullhorn, interfere with potential witnesses, and video it and say, look at the work we're doing. Look at the work we're doing. Down the rabbit hole news. Thank you. But what's the protesting about? To demand an arrest? Any junior lawyer would know that it takes time. Burden of proof is on the DA. Exactly what I'm saying. Exactly what I'm saying. It's simple. What you do is you wait. Like, we all know that there's some shady shit going on in that house. We all know it. Like, there's no doubt in my mind. Every adult in poor Quentin's life is acting like a jackass. Every single one. But why do you think it's productive now in a case where it's an open investigation to find this poor kid? Why do you think that going down there and adding more screaming and yelling over the screaming and yelling that's already going on, and adding more screaming and yelling to that through a bullhorn is going to get something done? It's not going to get anything done. It's going to make the morons who give them money go, look at the work they're doing. They're doing work. But they're not doing work. They're not doing work. What they're doing is interfering with an ongoing investigation that seems to be in the process of building a case against someone. I don't know who. We don't know who. We can speculate as to who, but we don't know who. But right now, everything that we're seeing, the actions of law enforcement right now, is telling us, it's screaming that right now they are collecting evidence and building a case that needs to be airtight and is going to get a conviction beyond a reasonable doubt in court. That takes time. It could take weeks. It could take months. But this doesn't matter to these people. Like, people sit there and they take a dude seriously who's just sitting back with sunglasses on and smoking blunt after blunt, going, I don't know who said I'm going to do nothing. I'm just going to go down there and just ask questions. I can ask questions, can I? Nobody can stop me from going anywhere in the country. I can go anywhere I want. Dude, but yeah, you can, but you're not going to sit here and make common sense people think that you're doing anything to help in the process, because you're not. I mean, you can't be this stupid. Like, you can't be this stupid. I mean, heels, that's cool, man. I'm just saying, like, there's just certain things that I don't personally care about. I'm not trashing anybody for having any interest in things that I'm simply not interested in. That's all. I mean, it's so crazy to me, dude, that people give them money. It's crazy to me. Like, and I mean, hopefully, like I said, you know, I mean, hopefully they're just meeting out there to do the nasty, you know. Cool. Great. I really hope that that's all they end up doing. I really do. And you know what? If you funded that shit, like if you gave them money for that, that's on you. Like, I don't feel sorry for you at all. You don't get to be a victim of fraud because you gave these idiots money to shack up in a hotel room and rub fucking God knows what all over each other's bodies. It's so man, it's so crazy to me, dude. I'm so mad, dude. Like, I'm so mad that it's a mood person put out Dolly talking dirty, dude. Like, I could have gone my entire life over, like been reincarnated 20 times and have never heard that. And fucking, it would not have been a wasted existence. I wish to God that I never fucking heard that. It's because now I just picture like these two, she's sitting there talking about come get you some. All right, baby, I just need you to get them panties off. Do what you're told. Do what old Dolly tells you. If I got to deal with that shit, so do you people. So don't get mad at me for giving you the visuals. All right. Hold on. I'm going to look for something else because I found something that I thought was fucking hilarious, bro. I don't know who this person is, but man. Dude, I don't know who this person is, but hold on. You guys are gonna love this. I don't know who this is, but
friends. I've been writing him the whole time that he's been in jail. I know. Just wanted to pop in and just let everybody know it's all solved, okay? Because you're wasting your time. Got under control, huh?
Whose channel is this? Because I want to
Betsy is on top of this shit. Okay.
Oh, Deets on the Streets. Darling. Okay, this is a Deets on the Streets. That's another clip channel.
Did not help. We got this under control. You guys are just wasting your time. Right. And I see you have the evil, wicked candle lady here too. So I've been trying to chase her down because.
Did she send you a hex candle? Is that the problem?
She did, and she's obsessed with me. Okay, she did a whole live stream about me.
So
did
you come up here to confront
what you're looking at here?
I came up here to tell y'all how pathetic you look right now. Y'all just.
What you're looking at here is somebody doing a parody of Blowhard Betty. Blowhole Betsy actually is what it says here in the title. I don't know who this person is that's doing the impression of Betty, but it's pretty fucking awesome.
What is the deal? Did you not watch? I don't know. I don't know who they are. There's no heels in the air in my world, okay? We take them down. They're next. That's what we do over here at the Blowhole Betsy show. Okay? Come get you some. Is that what you want? You want to come get you some? Right now. Oh, Tiffany.
Wait, is that Burden of Proof that's doing that? That's doing the parody? That's doing the impression?
The Blowhole Betsy show. Okay, Blowhole Betsy is here. We got it under control. Wanted everybody to know that at the Blowhole Betsy show, we're having a tragedy pimp classes coming soon.
Oh, nice.
Anybody would like to?
What else do you have to offer?
Well, my cash app is right here. Blowhole.
Okay, it's not Burden of Proof.
Okay.
So you like your subs? Go ahead and pay for your trip, huh?
I need them to. I need them to pay for all of my things. I need them to pay for everything.
The roof.
Okay, guys, you gotta fix yourself.
The roof. You gotta get the
You know how
roof.
stupid they are? They pay for every. Listen, look. Do you see these? Do you see these? They pay for those too, darling. All of them. I've got them in the bag. I just ask and they send it. Shit, I don't even have to fucking ask. They just send
She
it.
has the mannerisms like down.
My team.
So good.
My team and I. We just say where we're gonna go, and they just send us the money. They just say, "Here, blowhole. Here's my money."
What is about the rumors about you and Dolly? Is that true or is that just fictitious?
Now, beat him. The lady doesn't tell, does she? 31 flavors over here. See, I just do my Dolly dance. See, I'm just like, did you want to come get you some? Come get you some. That's what we do.
Oh my
No,
God.
I didn't mean right now, Dolly.
This is gold. Yes.
So, Dolly, go back in there. You're not supposed to be here. Sorry. Here you came. My name's Blowhole. My team
Oh my
and I.
God.
We're on top of this, okay? Everybody else, you're all subservients. None of you are very intelligent. That's why we have the tragedy pimp classes starting soon with no other than Blowhole Betsy herself, the best of the best. Did you see? Queen Bee, did you see? Did you see what my people bought me? Did you see?
Was it a new roof?
Oh, I love them.
Was it a new roof?
I love them.
I've gotten so good. Look, I can almost put them on correctly in the corner. See?
Wow, good.
I'm getting close.
Amazing.
Dolly, I said just a minute. No, give me 10
I
minutes.
got one question. I know you're really upset because you have to go to your friend's 60th birthday party instead of being the first one to see Don Wells come out of jail.
And like, I can't even listen. On a serious note, so Betty does this really nice thing, right? She goes out and she, for hurricane victims, right? In Florida, she lives in Florida. She goes and she gets groceries and donates groceries. Great, awesome. Problem with that is she fucking used it for content, which just takes the piss right out of it. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, why are you know what I mean? Like, if it was really about helping people, you wouldn't use it for content.
I watched your live on it. I watched your live. I know you're very upset about them.
See, Blowhole Betsy is so popular and so in demand. Blowhole Betsy has fans across the country. Said something about some heels in the air earlier or something like that. She or he is one of my absolute major fans of the world. So I'd love to answer that question for you, Queen Bee. And I know that you have so many more questions for Blowhole Betsy, but I can't tell anybody where I'm going to be, but I can tell you that me and Don are very good friends. Okay. I've been writing him the whole time that he's been in jail. So maybe I'll be there, maybe I won't, because my friend
I
is
wish I
turning
knew
60
who
is
this
so
was.
insignificant to the real world. I'm here to rescue everyone.
'Cause it's gold.
I'm here to save everyone's day. Oh, shut up, chat. You don't know anything.
Well,
Shut up.
Before you go,
like this person topped my troll. Like when I prank called her, this like tops it. Like I'm kind of mad.
You have your blowhorn by you, your bullhorn, your blowhorn, your bullhorn.
Copyrighted. I have my blowhole, but that's copyrighted. Okay, I can't show you that. Okay, on your channel because it might get more views than me.
With it.
I just said it's copyrighted. It's not my problem that you can't hear anything. It's not my problem that you can't
with
hear.
the gift. You don't have to show us or gift. Like no. Just
Thank you,
What do
Allie,
you want
for
to
becoming a member.
You want to see all of me because I'm so fucking amazing?
No.
I'm gonna say no.
Joe said, has she told us how done we are yet? 31
Yes.
flavors.
I just said that. Dumbass. When you're not listening, unsub. Okay? Unsub.
Blessing, man.
Listen, you have to come to my channel if you want that because it's copyrighted. I just said that.
God,
Can you not hear? Build a bridge and get over it. That's what you do. Build a bridge and get over it. Queen Bee, you have idiots on your panel, and I can't help that for you. I can't fix stupid for you, Queen Bee. You have idiots on your panel, especially that evil, wicked, hexing candle bitch. That's what she does.
What the fuck is happening right now?
That's what I'm wondering.
Listen, Blowhole Betsy came to Queen Bee's panel to grace all of your presents, and you should know that.
I don't feel grace because it's trademarked.
Yeah, is the grace
You've been listening to your mouth go on and on.
Wait, wait, wait,
On, Tiffany, like you know everything. You are not part of my team. You know nothing.
Wait,
I'm on Dolly's side of this debate. I was the only one.
I'm on Dolly's side too. Do you want me to go get him so that he can tell you that?
I'm on Dolly's side too. I'm selling his shirts. I'm saying free Lolo. Do you agree with me?
You are not allowed to sell Dolly shirts. You are not allowed to sell.
Listen, we got
Lolo, no. Lolo, I don't have treats for you, Lolo. No.
This is shit about the damn dogs we were debating.
Wait,
earlier.
who is that talking? What is happening?
This is not a skit, Buttercup. This is real
Hey,
life.
Queen Bee, these people are stupid. They're not
Yeah,
at the Blowhole Betsy show.
Dolly and Bullhorn Betty. This is a parody of
Look at her
Bullhorn
go.
Betty.
What I do. It's what I do. I can't talk like that for very long. People have That sounds like Cappy. Is that Cappy?
Like the
That is Cappy?
swiveling in the chair, all of it.
Oh, haven't you made any videos about me lately, Cappy?
Well,
Are you scared?
I don't want to steal your copyrighted material.
You know, you're smart. You should go talk to Heels in the Air or Heels in
Wait a
the
minute. Wait a minute. I thought you didn't know about heels in the air. Now you know?
I know Heels in the Hair. Duh. Didn't you hear me the first time? Cappy,
Uh-oh.
I have
Shout out.
tragedy pimp classes coming soon. I have a spot filled. I have a spot for you if you would like one.
I should probably attend.
How much are
You
the courses? How much are the courses?
Well, it just depends on your capabilities. Okay, Cappy, probably $5,375, which is cheap. Let me tell you what a steal that is.
Is that price just for me?
That's how much my house payment, my car payment, and my insurance is for 1 month. And I know you're good for it, bitch. You live in a big valley. If you don't pay me, I'm gonna bring my bullhorn and I'm gonna bring my team. Betsy is gonna be outside of your house, and then you have it. You want me to do that?
Hey, can you, I need to ask a question. Is it true
Oh my
that
God.
your lipstick shade matches your nipples?
Girl,
Buttercup.
Who's done it?
What?
Don't they all, Buttercup?
I don't know. I'm just
Sounds like you got a crush on Blowhole Betsy, like everybody else do. Everybody wants a little bit of Blowhole Betsy. Blowhole
Try to
Betsy.
trick you to see them areolas.
again.
Maybe. I want to know. You guys were talking earlier, and then I got to go. Okay, I don't have time for this stupidity. Way more important. I have a lot of important people out there looking for me. I have a lot of important people that want to talk to me. So I have more questions. We were talking earlier about a missing child. Can you email me that information, because there's not a lot going on these streets, and Blowhole Betsy needs some income, so I'm gonna need to get that information. Right?
You want the most drama or just a clean cut?
I will create the drama. Are you stupid?
Oh,
Have you not been around?
No,
I will create the
I'm fairly new. Oh, my bad.
Well, maybe you should go to my tragedy temp classes.
I guess so. I bet I don't.
Yours are going to be a lot more, though. Sounds like you're starting from scratch.
Yeah, Tiffany. You got to stop doing research and trying to.
I should throw away my degree in microbiology.
Just make shit up. Just
You don't know how to exploit tragedies.
You can't find that. She's a member of the press. Y'all
I have a press badge.
You got that helmet like
I've-
JR?
You want Queen Bee? You mute her because she doesn't
I've
shut up.
never heard
Can you
of
mute that
her.
girl? Queen Bee,
Heels in the air.
you want a press badge? I will get you a press pass. I can get you 5 of them. I can get you one for each season. How many? Cappy, D10, Wicked Candle Bitch. Do you want a couple of them too? Wicked Candle Bitch. Didn't you see she had a whole live stream about me because I'm so fucking important? I'm amazing. Dolly wants me, at least Dolly, JLR, Don Wells, all of them. They all want me. They all want me. They all want me.
I do too now. Damn.
Nobody's gonna be my Olivia. Okay, nobody's gonna do all the work for me that I can steal off of.
All right, I found something called Veloma, but it's just
All I
some
have to do is give her a
shitty
compliment.
band.
She hands over everything I need to make my videos for exploitation.
Are you gonna start making candles next? Are you gonna start? Are you gonna join the?
I'm so good at everything that I do that I can do that if I want to and make that evil candle bitch disappear.
Yeah, I think you should.
We need the secret soap formula for Dolly.
Ooh, yeah. I'll get you some. It is. Ooh.
He has that thing now.
What?
You gotta tell Dolly to add the candles to y'all's itinerary.
Dolly, can you add the candles to the itinerary? I'm not really talking. He's not really hearing anything.
I really like her.
But he can hear you telepathically, you know. So.
Yeah, well, he can hear me. I'm in Florida. He's somewhere not in Florida, but he can hear me from Florida. Did you see the hurricane? Did you see how destroyed my house was? Did you see? My house was completely destroyed. My roof flew off. I was live streaming and everything. And in the middle of my live stream, in my car, in the rain, in the hurricane, did you see? My whole entire roof flew right the fuck off my house. And I needed to collect money for that.
I don't know why you're alive, to be honest.
This was what was left in the yard.
Oh my
of my whole
God,
roof.
dude.
And people called me a
That's fucking fantastic. That is fucking fantastic. So funny. I'm gonna see if there's anything else to go over. Like, dude, even like I don't even think MGL has like the audacity to even go out there. Like, there's nothing. What do you plan to do? Damn, Heels, you've been busy. Made a bunch of videos. Here, I'll show Chronicles of the Shadies.
A current one. How did you survive that? She's slandering me. Chronicles of the Shady said Betty knows me.
Yeah.
Betty doesn't know me.
But how do you know that?
I've only got like 8 or 10 videos up. I don't think Betty knows me.
I'm sure she knows all of us. Just let's be real. She probably watches everybody. She's a lurker like the rest of them.
Oh, she totally is.
No problem. No problem.
You are
at
my
all.
spirit animal. I told her to tell you that.
Okay. All right, hon. Well, I love you. You take
like there she is on her panel.
care. God bless.
All right. Well, call me
and bring you on up. Hello, love. How are you?
I am good. How are you?
I'm doing well. So what do you have? I know you were just talking about this.
Yes. I was.
She's actually trash, in my opinion, and gutter trash at that. So that's just my opinion.
I want to thank you very much for having our back and keeping the drama off of our channels. We really, really appreciate it.
Yeah.
We love you very much.
Keeping the
I
drama
thank you so much
off.
for having my back on that.
No problem. I just, I don't do drama here, but I'll say my piece and be done with it. I don't, like for team members of mine, I prefer, to stay out of it because I already take enough heat. I might, adding a little more to mine is no big deal.
I think you can tell that we're probably not like you. We're not bullhorn.
Like we could make up anything here.
Oh,
on
I tune in every night to watch the MGL stuff. I watch that every night. That's funny.
She's crazy. I love her. I love her crazy.
Look at
so.
It's so crazy to me, dude. Like these people have nothing better to do with their money. Like they'll just fucking sit there and watch that crap and be like, take my money. Like boom, $20 super chat simply because you fucking burned somebody. Like it's crazy to me, dude. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, all they're gonna do when they get out there to Savannah, please, please, dear sweet baby Jesus, please let them knock on the wrong door and then they get thrown in jail. Like I really hope that they get charged with interfering with an open investigation. I hope to God that happens. I seriously. Like that shit is the most damaging shit. Like you have people who do damaging shit with their channels, right? You know what I mean? Like they do like just stupid, dumb shit. And then I got to sit up here and talk about how it's not helpful and how, it's possibly, no, pot's not legal in Georgia. It's not. And I talk about how you're victimizing people who are already victims and blah blah blah, but this is different. Like these people are physically they're planning to physically go out there and fuck up an investigation. They just that's their plan. It's insane. It's insane. And in their mind they think that they're helping. Like, I don't think Dolly believes that shit. I think that Betty believes that shit. But I think that Dolly just knows that he's a fucking piece of shit that's ripping people off. Like he his idea of investigating is hilarious to me and searching. I find it hilarious. Let me see if I can find hold on. All right. This is always funny to me.
If we can stop the Triceratons,
Thank
we can
you,
finally
Heels
go
in the
home.
Air.
All right, so we're at Warriors Path. We're going into water today. We're gonna get up out here today. And this ground is rough. I got my flipper.
I just can't
back
take
there.
this
I'm gonna put
dude
them on before I hit the
seriously
water
at
'cause I'm gonna tear
all.
my feet all up. There may have been some phones thrown out here or in a body of water in this area.
What were we supposed to be doing again?
Now, we've heard people have multiple phones, and TBI and the police take phones from people and have them, in their possession. Hunter's phone, Candace's phone.
They don't take the phones, dude. They ask for the phones, and if it's so vital to the investigation, they'll get warrants and confiscate the phones. But they don't take your phones, dude.
We got the full face because there's a lot of algae, a lot of shit in this was it's nasty. So I got the rash guard on, I got the full face, I got my flippers with me.
Sorry I didn't drop you harder.
I'm gonna go in this water, I'm gonna look around. I got machetes to go into the woods this time. We're gonna go in, chop, 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 chop. We got some aerial stuff we're gonna be doing. I'm land, sea, and air today, and we're gonna make it happen.
Land, sea, and air. This guy's such a joke, dude. Oh my God. Hold on. Like, yeah, Heels, Dolly has a special place in Heel's heart because Dolly's a whiny little bitch that likes to strike channels. So there's good Dolly stuff here.
Buckrow Point Apartments, and we will be out here with our search crew searching today and the rest of this week.
Search crew. I love it. Like him.
Did this little boy walk out this apartment? Did he walk this way to these adjacent woods? Could he be somewhere out here and searchers are overlooked? As you see behind me, now my team will be in these woods today searching, and we will know 98%.
Keep saying his team.
8% if Cody is in these woods. We're going through it with a fine-tooth comb, searching every inch of it. I don't know. From speaking with the owner of the property, this property was searched, but he wasn't present at the time that they searched this property, so he really does not know how good or what amount of people search.
I just feel like the scene keeps getting...
Oh, you mean the guy who owns the property doesn't know how well professionals who are trained in searching searched that area before you got there with your vast experience in searching for missing people? Okay.
Keeps getting more and more intense. So let me kind of walk you through. Obviously, we're right here in front of Cody and his father's apartment. And right here, Hampton Police have some off-roading vehicles. But let me take you around to the main command center. I mean, this parking lot is just filled. We've had people coming in and out all day, whether that be police officers.
We're just getting suited up. So I'm glad you guys could be here with me today. And we're going to get out here in these snake-infested woods. As soon as I get my snake boots, everything on. Okay, time to come up out of these Nike Airs. This is for help my legs and thighs, just in case of a snake bite. Not protected, get bit by a snake and end up getting something amputated. Definitely makes me bulletproof to snake bite. You got to remember, most snake bites are usually bit
bulletproof
in the
to
calf,
snake bites.
So this calf protection here protects you from any snake bites. Also, as you see, I have the garters on, so if they... We're going out into Zekia territory.
Oh my God, dude. Thank you, Grandmaster Sid. No I can't get enough of this shit.
We begin to hunt for little Cody Bixby. January 31st, 2002. This little boy went mixing. We're here to find him. So we're actually going to enter the woods right through here. This little bit of a trail that would lead us into the woods. We're going to go down this trail. We're going to break in.
He's got a walking stick. He's got like a Gandalf walking stick.
A haven, I tell you guys, for snakes. So we're going to have to be really careful out here. My camera crew, my other searchers.
Oh my God, I'm going to die before the end of this live, dude. There he goes.
We got to be really careful when we moving stuff around like this, because this is where snakes are going to lay. So we got a black tarp here, and actually it has a little bit of weight to it. Not only that, we got a bunch of stuff buried here. I don't know how they could leave this stuff out here and not go through it.
Dolly, dude,
Let's see what we got. Let's pull it out. Let's stretch it out.
He's so stupid. It's so funny. Is there any more of those? Hold on. I gotta see if there's like another one. I can't get enough of that dude. Like searching, bro. I think that's it. Hold on, let's see. Let's watch some. Let's watch a little Betty and Dolly interaction here. I don't know what I'm looking at here, so, but.
I'm just a little still in a little I'm glad harmony's found, but it saddens me, that parents can do this to their child. I'm just we are good people, all of us. I mean, we got almost 300 people in this chat right now.
Wow, that was really profound, Betty. Thank you for those deep thoughts.
I forgot to tell you. So the first creator I've met out here, folks, I met Dolly.
I filtered.
Dolly's in the shitter of that hotel room going, yo, shut the fuck up. I don't want people to know. I don't want people to know.
About joy, happiness, toilet paper, and reason.
Boom.
Hold on. There's more. Like, it's funny as shit because like Heels called this shit back in June. Like, Roxanne Polk, thank you so much. Appreciate that for the super sticker. It's so funny because like Heels called this shit like back in June. The title of this is like Hobbit and Bobbit back from their honeymoon. Hobbit and Bobbit. I hate you. Oh my God.
You're trying to attack me and doing something to deface or remove something to aid in the help of finding a baby that we want to find safe and bring back safe. You're only hurting her. You're not hurting me. It's breaking my heart. But what is that proving? It's proving you are a horrible person. That's what it's proving. And that's it. That's all it's proving.
She's so dumb.
I mean, she could have hit her head on something. She could have been concussed.
Tell you something, perplexed cutie. You are the biggest piece of shit, along with the glare on YouTube.
Holla.
What you did, you have made so much money off this little girl.
I should have knew better this. Last time a baby was left unattended, we know what happened. Okay.
The only thing I accepted from people were the creators that donated money for specific items to go out there, so everybody else that was attending could attend and have a nice event and everything be supplied to them free of charge. You have no idea how many thousands of dollars that were spent on that event.
So this man today want to text me, not text me, but tag me in his video. Me and Blowhorn Betty. Why
people actually honor?
He called her Blowhorn. How are you gonna do your boo like that, dude?
This little girl. There was happy moments. There was sad moments. But we had an amazing time, and we felt a lot of deep animosity.
What is up, my beautiful turtles in the house? Let me see them damn turtles in the chat room. I gotta see them one more time.
Majority of your audience doesn't even like you.
You go out and find you a Blowhorn Betty.
You're not even worth my voice.
He keeps calling
Because
her
you're
Blowhorn.
nobody's, right? At the end of the day, you want to sit and talk crap, but you don't want to do anything. No integrity.
You a new level of dumb. Okay? He said, yeah, TBI just came out yesterday and said, we don't need people spreading false information. And they were talking about Blowhorn Betty. Her.
He keeps calling her that. Like
channel sucks. Okay, your channel sucks. Nobody listens to you because you sound like a fucking idiot.
Bad cash shit.
The offer of the day you made money. Yesterday you made money. The day before that you made money, and you live in the same motherfucking town. You ain't never stopped by. You ain't never did shit for that little girl.
What a great YouTube creator you are. What a great YouTube creator. I bet you felt so good.
It's like, good thing that
this is their justification for. Now he's talking about me because I live in Tennessee, and he's criticizing me because I didn't do what Betty did, which was totally fucking fuck up their investigation by going out there and yelling through a bullhorn and asking people questions and tampering with witnesses, potential witnesses. Like, and he's defending her and he can't even get her name right.
Stuff is over, it's past behind me, but these motherfuckers that did this shit, every last single one of y'all are gonna pay for it. Y'all,
because you're trying to tell me how I'm feeling and what I'm doing things for. Meanwhile, while you're raking in those thousands of dollars,
Dolly's so mad. He's so mad.
Here spending those thousands of dollars for baby summer. So next time you want to run your trap, maybe you need to think about that just a little bit. Just a little bit. And just to let you know, gas is almost $5 a freaking gallon. Okay? So
but you can't leave these little motherfuckers unattended. You in the same boat as these dirty motherfuckers.
That's right, folks. Don't leave your little motherfuckers unattended. Okay, guys? Parenting tips from Dolly, guys.
This is what you are. You in the exact same boat.
Else, when you point a finger at someone, you got 3 pointing back at you. You have 3 pointing back at you. Don't sit there and talk
I
about.
love how, like, can we take a second to appreciate how fucking rich that is coming from her? When you point the finger at somebody, you have 3 pointing back at you. This is what she does. Her content is pointing fingers at people and accusing them of crimes, most of the time crimes that we don't even know took place, whether or not they even happened, right? But here she is, like, criticizing people for pointing fingers, which is like all she does.
About somebody's house being out of order when you don't even have your own house in order. That's my problem, you know? And especially people that went out of their way to do, to honor this baby girl, and they're sitting at home doing absolutely nothing but collecting money off of her bones while everybody else is spending thousands of dollars to honor this baby. It's despicable. I'm not the
dude. You fucking put together a vigil for a girl, which you called a visual over and over again, but you put together a vigil for a child that you don't even know what happened to. You have no idea. That is the most disrespectful shit ever. Like, and it was a party. It was a fucking excuse to, like, have a meet and greet for her and Dolly, and everybody just partied. That's what they did. They went there and they partied. And they're sitting there acting like they did some great thing for a missing child. They did jack shit except disrespect this poor girl and her family. That's all they did. Like, and this is after she personally had Dawn and Candace fired from their jobs.
Not the problem. You are.
I was thinking about, you know why? Because your fucking numbers are going down, and the only time you do plays is off of somebody else.
The only thing I accepted from people were the creators that donated money for specific items to go out there, so everybody else that was attending could attend and have a nice event and everything be supplied to them free of charge. You have no idea how many thousands of dollars that were spent on that event.
You hating bitches. Okay, karma is coming for every last single one of you. Every last single one of you.
I love when
I'll
people
call
scream
you a piece
karma.
of shit to the day I die.
I love when people fucking scream karma. Karma's gonna get you. Like, no, it's not. Like, you people are the ones that, like, deserve for karma to happen, but that's not what's going to happen. Like, it's not karma. I don't call it karma. I call it cause and effect. Okay, you're out here acting completely and totally irresponsible, and one of these days, when you interfere with the wrong investigation, you're going to end up in handcuffs and jailed. The only reason that law enforcement, I don't think law enforcement ever took any action against Betty, MGL, or any of those other idiots that went out there to Rogersville. The only reason that I think that happened is because law enforcement knew that why they were out there doing it, and putting them in handcuffs would just make them more popular. It would end up on the news, and then it would just make them more popular. And they didn't want to contribute to their popularity. They just didn't want to do that. So to them, it just wasn't worth it to arrest them. That's what I truly, with all my heart, believe.
Memorials for live people, you know that, right? Like
Exactly,
they honor
Megan.
people with memorials. They have statues made of people that are still alive, that are memorials for that person's, for the sacrifices and efforts that they do. It's only people like you that assume that a memorial is associated with passing. A memorial is an honoring of somebody. You memorialize them. It's an honor. It's an honor. You see what I'm saying? So you may think that
it's an assumption that a child is dead when you don't know what the fuck happened to her.
Associated, maybe in your mind, memorials are associated.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Deceased loved one in bold.
I bet, like y'all like to say, you would find out so quick. You find out how untrue that ain't, and you would find out how quick of a badass dude I actually am.
Badass dude that I actually am. Hold on. I want to see the other one. I don't know which one it is where he's searching. Like, there's so much bullhorn shit. Heels has done so much bullhorn shit here. Fucking fantastic. Sorry, I'm just looking here. I don't know. I can't find it. Yeah, I mean, you've got to. I don't feel sorry for you if you give these people money. Like, we've been there's so many reviews on these people that, I mean, you just got to be stupid if you give them money. Period. I mean, they're using your money to, like, get freaky. They're not doing jack shit. And then what they're possibly going to do, likely going to do, is throw ink in the water when it comes to an open investigation to find a 20-month-old baby. Like, seriously. A 20-month-old baby. And you think that you're going to actually help and do something. Like, they are right now building a case. That is all they're doing right now. They're building a case. They are collecting evidence. They have someone in mind that they feel is responsible for Quentin's disappearance. I guarantee you that. And they are building a case. And you go out there knocking on people's doors and tampering with potential witnesses, man. Oh, Mystery Maven, what's up? Yeah, guys, Mystery Maven is actually an attorney. Subscribe to her. She's very insightful. Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. All they're doing, and I'm not an attorney, but correct me if I'm wrong, Mystery Maven, but like everything that they're planning on doing, they're going out there and they're going out there with the attitude of, okay, well, we're going to shake some shit up and we're going to put a rush. We're going to demand that there's an arrest made. First of all, they don't even know who the fuck is suspicious. Arrest who? What are you talking about? You don't know anything. But you go out there and you start tampering with potential witnesses. Well, guess what? Like, you're out there. The whole point is that there's an arrest made sooner. First of all, it takes time to build a case. It takes time to gather evidence to make sure that this case is proven beyond a reasonable doubt in a court of law. Okay? So, and you're going out there and you're demanding that an arrest is made. Okay, great. But when you do that and you start tampering with potential witnesses, that's stuff that the defense is going to use in order to use as doubt. All a defense attorney's job is to create doubt in one juror. That's all it takes. Thank you so much, Haka. Appreciate it. Like, simple. And so all you're doing is making things easier for the defense. I mean, and you're an asshole for doing it. Like, there's no other, like, you are an absolute bottom-feeding piece of shit if you fuck up this investigation. Like, that's a 20-month-old kid. There are professionals on the job. And for some reason, these idiots think that they're smarter and know more than the professionals. Like, you're killing me with this shit. I absolutely agree. Nothing good will come of two people with zero expertise and experience in true criminal investigation. I absolutely agree 100%. You were singing my song. Guys, I love you very much. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you so much for all your support. Go ahead and hit the like for me if you haven't already, and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And we will do this again very soon, my friends.